Sir,
I'm starting. A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of Marine Ecology Laboratory, Presidency University, Kolkata and Aquafin, a very warm welcome to all the participants joining us today. We heartily welcome you all to the very first international webinar organized by us entitled Aquatic Ecosystem Prospect and Future Challenges. We are overwhelmed with your response of participation. It gives me tremendous contentment to inform that we have near about 1200 registered participants for this program, joining us from all over the globe. So now I would request Dr. Shumit Mondal, Assistant Professor in the Department of Life Sciences, Presidency University, Kolkata, to say a few words on behalf of Marine Ecology Laboratory. So over to you, sir. Sir, you are not audible. Please unmute yourself.
greetings to all and one, distinguished delegates, students, and all the participants all over the world. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all for this 2 days long international webinar organized by Marine Ecology Laboratory in association with Aquafin. It gives me tremendous contentment to be presenting welcome speech among the most esteemed delegates and speakers who have won accolades in their respective fields. First of all, I want to convey my regards to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam and the Registrar Sir for giving me permission to organize this webinar. Especially our VC Madam was very supportive since the genesis of this program is really unparalleled. I thank Professor Joydeep Mukhopadhyay Sir, Dean of Faculty of Natural and Mathematics Sciences, for his support and help. Thank you, sir, for your presence and grace the occasion. Furthermore, I also thank our Professor Probin Mukhopadhyay, Head of the Department of Life Sciences, for his constant encouragement, help since the inception of this webinar. He was very enthusiastic when I first proposed this webinar to him and gave me full freedom to design the webinar. Thank you, sir, for trusting me. We all are highly honored for your valuable presence in this inaugural session. Marine Ecology Laboratory started its journey since I joined Presidency University in late 2012 with few members of research scholars and graduates and undergraduate students who loves and passionate about the oceanography and marine biology. With the great enthusiasm of my research scholars, we formed a group named Aquafile under the umbrella of Marine Ecology Laboratory to spread awareness and discuss issues pertaining to anthropogenic perturbations and have mandate to conserve the aquatic ecosystem. It is an opportunity to refurbish and discuss about the problems and get suggestions for the mitigative measures from our esteemed 6 renowned speakers around the globe. The webinar schedule brushes upon a spectrum of exciting and benefiting themes that discuss the aspects of various spectrum of aquatic ecosystem, starting from extreme southern ocean or Antarctic Ocean to estuarine ecosystem, and then from intertidal ecosystem to aquaculture and its application of modern tool in aquatic biology. We have tried to keep talks on diverse field of aquatic ecosystem. The talk will enlighten us on the importance of aquatic ecosystem and its threat in Anthropocene and suitable development in this field. We all know Government of India recently giving emphasis on blue economy. Hence, the coming decades will be very important for the aquatic biologist. Keeping this in mind, the present webinar is planned and designed. Before we begin this webinar, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who sincerely committed to this event to make it successful. This event would have not been possible without the support of research scholars, my students, and your active participation. I wish the webinar will be profitable and fruitful for everyone who all are watching around the globe. With this, I want to call upon our today's chief guest, Professor Joydeep Mukhopadhyay, Dean of Faculty of Natural and Mathematics Sciences, Presidency University, to share his opinion and views about this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mondal. Very good morning to all of you. It's my privilege to welcome you all in this 2-day webinar on marine biology. I congratulate my colleagues from the Department of Life Science for organizing this webinar on such a contemporary issue. Let me say a few words on the strength of the biology department of presidency. Teaching of biological sciences in our institution goes back to the middle of 19th century, when science teaching at university level for the first time in India was started as natural science with chemical, physical, earth, and biological sciences clubbed together. Separate departments such as chemistry, geology, physics came into being in the later half of the 19th century, and a separate botany department was established in the wee hours of the 20th century. Subsequently, departments of geology, physiology were established, and these three departments provided the pillar strength in biological teaching and research in India for nearly a century. With the transformation of the Presidency College to university in the year 2010, major curricular reorganization took place, and in tune with the modern trend, the three departments jointly started offering undergraduate courses. At present, our life science department is equipped with very bright, vibrant, and young staff members, state-of-the-art laboratories, and brilliant pool of students and researchers. With the help of these students, researchers, and very vibrant teaching staff, we have diversified into the frontiers of life science, teaching, and research. That includes the field of biotechnology, molecular biology, biochemistry, genetics, physiology, biodiversity, marine and environmental biology, among others. This seminar is a result of our efforts of diversification. Those of our generation who lived for more than 5 decades now on this earth could well perceive the effect of climate change and the meaning of extreme climates. As a student of earth science for over 4 decades, I have a general understanding that how oceanographic processes driven by plate tectonics and supercontinental cycles have controlled the past climate and triggered the milestones in organic evolution. I hope this webinar will throw light on aspects of global concern such as ocean acidification, carbon sequestration, shallow marine biodiversity, geochemical cycles, molecular tools in aquatic ecosystem, and intensive aquaculture. On behalf of my Vice Chancellor, Professor Anuradha Lohia, let me extend our sincere thanks to all our invited speakers and those who are attending from outside of our university. I am sure that your talks will give new direction for research to our students, your students, and to shape their future career path in the pursuit of biological sciences. Thank you very much for your patience. Now, over to Dr. Shumit Mondal. My special thanks to Shumit and his students and colleagues, and Professor Praveer Mukhopadhyay, currently the head of the Life Science Department, for giving us such an opportunity to listen to experts in this interdisciplinary field of research. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable input. May I now request our HOD sir, Professor Praveer Kumar Mukhopadhyay, to say a few words about this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shumit. Good morning to all. On behalf of the Department of Life Sciences Presidency University, I welcome all the speakers from India and abroad, and the participants, nearly 1,200 from all over India and also from 13 different countries of the globe, who are participating with this two-day international webinar titled Aquatic Ecosystem, Prospect and Future Challenges, organized by Marine Ecology Laboratory of our department in association with the Aquafin. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Shumit Mondal, a faculty of our department, for organizing such motivating awareness agenda. He is a marine biologist and has broad interest in biology and ecology of marine invertebrates and also on environmental impact assessment. Since last 4 months or more, due to COVID-19 pandemic, the teaching learning processes by physical presence in the classroom were severely affected. And by using different web platforms through virtual meet, the scientists, the professors, the teachers are trying to be involved or to be associated with their scholars, students for execution of such processes. Likewise, through this webinar, the scholars, the students are getting opportunities to be enriched, to be aware on such interesting global aspects. The health of aquatic ecosystem is crucial to the health of planet as a whole. Likewise, marine ecosystems present in marine environment help to maintain the biodiversity in coastal and open ocean habitats. These also provide many resources that are beneficial to society, and a significant portion of the world's population depends on the oceans and coasts for survival and well-being. Such healthy marine ecosystems are important for society since they provide requirements for day-to-day life, which are food safety, feed for livestock, raw materials for medicine, building materials from sands, and many others. But what is happening now? Pressure on the ecosystem is being increased as provided by increasing threat like climate change, anthropogenic activities, and many others are there. Now, how these are taking place and it can cause what? Let us come. We listen, we think, and we take the responsibility to increase the awareness to our neighbors first and then to our society with some larger aspects. In this webinar, we will have in-depth discussion from 6 speakers, eminent scientists in the field of aquatic biology, oceanography, marine chemistry, and molecular biology, of which 2 from outside India, Dr. Sam Dupont, Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences, University of Gothenburg, Sweden, Dr. Gabriel Yont Paman, Department of Biology, UAIC, Romania, and 4th from India, Dr. Sharad Chandra Tripathi, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, Goa, Dr. Hoimanti Bishwas, National Institute of Oceanography, Goa, Dr. Shumit Bishwas, Department of Biological Sciences, BITS Pilani, Goa, and the rest is from our department, that is the Department of Life Sciences, Dr. Chandrama Mukherjee. I thank all of them for giving their precious time and for giving the consent to join here. And lastly, I hope that it will be a very successful event from this scientific discussion, or can be stated in other way, that from this event of knowledge transfer, the participating research scholars, students, at least a few of them will be interested in exploring the various aspects of marine aquatic ecosystem, its threats and possible safety measures. And finally, I again wish a total success of this 2-day international webinar taking place in the Department of Life Sciences, Presidency University, Kolkata, India. Thank you. Thank you for your presence.
Thank you, sir. Now I will hand over to Sitoma for further announcements.
Thank you so much. I will now have some announcements to the participants before we begin our scheduled official event. We have 3 scheduled talks today and tomorrow respectively. We would recommend all of you to kindly subscribe our official channel for the live session and notifications. Participants can interact directly through the live chat box in case of any queries, questions to the speakers. And due to time constraints, we will take very limited number of questions for the live session, but all other questions will be forwarded to the speaker. A recorded version of this webinar will be available on our official YouTube channel for future watch. Attending all the sessions are mandatory to get the certificate, and please take screenshots during the live program for validation. The certificate will be issued to all the participants through an exit exam link which will be sent to all via our official mail ID. The distribution of certificates will take at least 15 days and will be given to 100 participants each day on the basis of serial number of registration. We also request the participants to bear with us in case we face any technical glitches due to connectivity and other issues. Before we begin, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who are here with us today, hoping for a successful and fruitful webinar ahead. Thank you all. That is all for now. See you soon for the first talk of Dr. Sharat Chandra Tripathi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So we are now closing this session. The next session will be by Dr. Sharat Chandra Tripathi. So we are closing this session. Thank you all.